KV aqui, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo sobre o DICE Gambit. Só que este aqui vai ser um vídeo um bocado mais a sério. Eu sei que não tenho falado de outra coisa nos últimos tempos e vou continuar a falar nisto porque isto é um projeto de dimensões muito maiores do que eu, digamos assim. Tenho partilhado muito sobre a banda sonora, não só aqui no YouTube, mas também no meu Facebook pessoal, que vou deixar o link aqui em baixo na descrição caso queiram me seguir, e também no Instagram da KV Music Beats. Tenho partilhado muito sobre a banda sonora, tenho feito vídeos de 4, 5 minutos a falar de cada música, e se quiserem saber mais informações sobre essas músicas é só seguirem-me nas redes que eu indiquei, que vão estar aqui em baixo. E portanto, nós vamos continuar a falar de DICE Gambit, só que desta vez eu quero-vos mostrar uma hora de gameplay comentada pelos desenvolvedores, ou pelos devs. Não fui eu que gravei e também não está em português e peço imensa desculpa por isso, mas era uma hora de vídeo e ia levar muito tempo para legendar, por isso o que eu sugiro é que se quiserem assistir, ele vai ficar já a seguir este vídeo, eu estou a gravar este vídeo apenas para dar a introdução e logo a seguir, assim que eu acabar de falar, irá então começar uma entrevista com o host do IndieX 2023, com dois desenvolvedores do DICE Gambit, nomeadamente a Nina, que é a diretora de arte e quem desenhou todo o jogo. Portanto, este jogo é todo desenhado à mão. Tudo aquilo que vocês vão ver sobre o jogo foi desenhado à mão. E também por um dos programadores únicos. Eles vão responder a muitas perguntas. Caso tenham interesse então em saber mais informações, a seguir àquilo que eu vou falar aqui, vai seguir uma hora de entrevista e gameplay, onde também falarão aqui do Paulo ou do Remagic em relação à banda sonora. Isto porque eu tenho falado muito, estou a produzir uma banda sonora, tenho feito montes de teasers sobre as músicas, mas tenho mostrado muito pouco o que é o DICE Gambit, ou a que é que se refere a este jogo e como é que este jogo funciona, não só a parte gráfica, as mecânicas, a história, o que é o jogo em si, em que é que consiste, como é que se joga e tudo mais. Portanto, a seguir, aqui este vídeo que eu estou a gravar, vamos ter então uma hora de gameplay, como disse, peço desculpa ser em inglês, mas ia levar muito tempo a traduzir. O que eu sugiro é que ativem as legendas no próprio YouTube, porque isto é uma entrevista entre um host português e os desenvolvedores escandinavos, em inglês. Portanto, é muito mais fácil perceber inglês quando são duas pessoas que não são inglesas a conversar. E por isso é que eu decidi então fazer este vídeo e colocar essa hora de gameplay para vocês perceberem realmente o que é que se trata e eu deixar-me aqui de segredos e de rodeios, porque já não é segredo nenhum. As informações estão aí, o Discord está aí, está aberto à comunidade, toda a gente pode participar, não só no desenvolvimento, ou melhor, acompanhar o desenvolvimento, mas também dar sugestões, testar o jogo e participar ativamente da comunidade. Portanto, este vídeo também é um convite a que vocês se juntem, vocês, quer dizer, não são todos de certeza, haverá aqui muita gente que não tem qualquer interesse por videojogos, isto é um apelo, é um convite a quem gosta de jogos, no fundo, a quem curte jogar, acompanhar essas coisas e estar por dentro de um verdadeiro desenvolvimento de um jogo. Portanto, o que vamos ouvir a seguir é então a Nina e o Nichols a conversar com a Patrícia, que foi, ou foi neste caso, o host do IndieX 2023. Já agora o IndieX, para vocês perceberem o que é que se passou, eu falei disso aqui no canal, não falei em vídeo, mas fiz nos posts, alguns posts no separador comunidade. Basicamente o IndieX é um evento que ocorre todos os anos e que reúne os 50 melhores jogos indie a serem desenvolvidos e lançados nesse mesmo ano ou muito em breve. E normalmente são 50 selecionados. Houve muitas candidaturas e o DICE Gambit ficou nos 50 selecionados. Embora não tenhamos ganhado o IndieX, porque houveram, neste caso, vencedores, primeiro, segundo e terceiro lugar, nós não ganhámos porque realmente estávamos a competir com jogos brutais, completamente fora de série. Não é que o DICE Gambit também não seja, mas, portanto, eram realmente adversários de grande peso. Ainda assim, ficámos nos 50 finalistas, o que já foi, para mim e para a equipa de produção, uma enorme honra. E o que vamos ouvir a seguir é, então, a conversa entre o Nico e a Nina, ou melhor, a conversa entre a Patrícia, que é o host do IndieX, com a Nina e o Nico, que são os desenvolvedores e responsáveis pela produção do DICE Gambit. Aqui o Paulo, ou o Remagic, ficou só com a banda sonora, que para mim já foi muito, e está-me a dar muito trabalho e muito prazer e tudo mais. E porquê é que, antes de avançarmos, porquê é que eu faço tanta questão de falar nisto? E porquê é que eu gosto de realçar que isto é um projeto muito maior do que eu? Porque lá está, porque o fio condutor, sonoramente falando, é a guitarra portuguesa e o fado português. são elementos da cultura portuguesa muito fortes e muito importantes, principalmente na cultura musical portuguesa. E também não é só na cultura musical portuguesa, o fado em si diz muito dos portugueses. E então nós temos um jogo e pela primeira vez temos uma banda sonora totalmente assente nestes dois pilares da música portuguesa, que é a guitarra portuguesa e o fado, no fundo andam sempre de mão dada. Para mim é uma grande honra poder representar o meu país e a minha cultura fora de portas, para o mundo, e num mercado tão grande e que vai dar bastante exposição ao meu país, à minha cultura, às minhas raízes enquanto português. E para mim isso é uma grande honra, por isso é que eu faço questão de falar sobre isto, de contar-vos o que é realmente isto, em que é que consiste isto, porque nós iremos falar mais a partir daqui sobre este jogo, do ponto de vista musical, acima de tudo. É claro que eu depois vou fazer um gameplay a explicar pelas minhas palavras, para vocês perceberem melhor, mas vamos falar muito da parte da produção de bandas sonoras, da OSTs, que é muito importante, ao fim e ao cabo, para quem quer aprender a produzir e para quem quer entrar em projetos um bocadinho maiores do que simplesmente lançar uns sons no Spotify. Não estou a dizer que isso não é importante, álbuns de autor, foi aí que eu comecei, mas acho que isto é um projeto muito maior e quando estamos a trabalhar com uma banda sonora, eu não posso me preocupar só com aquilo que eu acho ou com aquilo que eu quero, mas sim com o enquadramento e com certos requisitos que eu não iria atender caso estivesse a produzir para mim. E essa é uma grande mais-valia de tu trabalhares em equipa quando estás a produzir uma banda sonora. É porque, ok, tu és o decisor, ou o diretor, neste caso, tu é que decides tudo do ponto de vista de produção, tu é que trabalhas tudo na DAW, mas depois vais recebendo os inputs da equipa, a equipa vai-te direcionando, vai-te sugerindo, vai-te dando dicas, man, e assim consegues lá um trabalho a bom porto. Enfim, eu acho que isto é um projeto bastante interessante, não só do ponto de vista de jogo em si, que é um jogo bastante interessante também. Eu gosto muito do DICE Gambit, sinceramente, não é só porque sou eu que estou a produzir banda sonora, mas é muito interessante por causa desta questão musical, aqui por causa da cultura portuguesa em si. Enfim, malta, vou-me deixar de palavras. Como disse, eu não ando com muito tempo para edição nem para gravação, portanto este vídeo vai ser assim sem cortes, e já a seguir então, ainda neste vídeo, vamos ouvir 1 hora de gameplay e de comentários sobre o DICE Gambit. Um grande abraço a todos, espero que gostem, espero que se divirtam, tamo junto, até o próximo vídeo e hala! Já agora, não se esqueçam de fortalecer com o like e inscreverem-se no canal se quiserem acompanhar os desenvolvimentos e receber dicas de como produzir bandas sonoras. Tamo junto!
Hello everyone and welcome to yet another awesome game showcase here at IndieX 2023. My name is Patricia and I'm here today with Nikos and Nina, right?
Yes. Hello.
To talk about DICE Gambit. Hello guys.
Hello.
So how are you today?
I'm great.
I'm doing well as well.
Yeah.
That's so nice. So, where are you guys from?
We are located in Sweden, in Malmö. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm from Sweden, and you're from Denmark.
Yeah.
Very close to Sweden, right
Oh.
across the pond.
Yes.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yes.
And how is everything going? I mean, is this your first game, guys? Your studio?
Yes, so it's the first of our studio. We've all of us in the studio has worked in AAA before, and now we've decided to go indie and try to make our own.
Oh, and you started really big. I mean, this is a really complex game, so no sweat here, really.
Very ambitious.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, how big is your team here at your studio?
So we are 6 people at the studio, and then we have an audio guy that's not at the studio, and a musician. So total of 8.
Okay. And what do you guys do at this game? What is your role?
So I'm the technical lead. I also sometimes play the role of a designer, but yeah, most of my work is to make sure that the game runs smoothly, and that in case the office burns down, we're still safe and doing well.
Okay. Okay, not any drama here.
The office has not
Okay,
burned
that's
down yet, so no drama.
Yes, you're doing
Okay.
very good. Yeah, and I'm the art director, and I do most of the 2D art for the game. Yes.
Oh, so let's move to the game,
Yes.
please. So everyone can see the art we are talking about. So did this change already? Sorry. Oh, it is. So everyone can see now and hear. So the art in
Yes.
this game, it's quite unusual. It's not the thing I would really expect of a dice game, you know. Usually it's all more pixel and stuff, but it's really bright, it's really vibrant, and it works. We are going to see that. I think it works. And everyone is just like smirking at everyone. It's amazing.
Thank you.
And well, before starting to play the game, I would like to ask you guys about the music, about what we are listening to. I hope everyone here, everyone at home can hear this. So where did you record the music, and what is this that we are listening to?
Yes. So it's made by our amazing musician Paulo, that also goes by KV Magic.
Beats.
Or
Yeah.
KV Magic or KV Music Beats, sorry. And he's a Portuguese musician that mixes traditional Portuguese fado with modern hip-hop beats and EDM and like different modern genres. And yeah, it has been absolutely amazing working with him. We as like Scandinavians has also learned so much about the fado music and the meaning of it for the Portuguese people. So that has been quite amazing.
He's also so extremely talented, right?
Yeah.
Every time he posts like anything new, he is like experimenting with something. He's mixing the core of it, which is fado, with something entirely different. So it's a lot of hip hop, but there's also like glitch hop and all of these like weird aesthetics, and it always works out.
It does work. The music, it's a nice mix, and you have a perfect beat to go on with the fighting. And well, you can also listen in a bit. Everyone will be able to listen. You can also listen to a lady singing little bits of fado, and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. How haven't I heard about this game before? It's so cool. Yeah, it will it will hit home for a lot of people that are in the chat today, believe it as well. I'm
That's
Portuguese,
good.
a lot of us are Portuguese, and this is like a treat for all of us. But yeah, moving on to another great aspects of the game, because music is only one of them. So we started the game and we get a brief introduction about some of the families that exist in this game, right? Because Dice Gambit, what is it all about, the game? You can-
Yeah, so you take the role of an inquisitor in this world we've made that is very inspired by like the Southern European Renaissance. And it's set in a city where different families controls different aspects of the city, and we very much like to tie it to that. Nowadays, it would be big corporations that own everything, and you would wear a shirt that represents a big corporation or something. But in this world, it's still modern, but inspired by Renaissance and sensibilities. So it's the families that are in control instead. And you play as a lesser family of the Inquisitors that are trying to also make your own family more powerful in this city.
Oh, so there will be a lot of fighting and intrigue and stuff like that to see who goes up until the top.
Yes. Exactly. Who you want to ally yourself with, who you decide to do quest for or missions for, will in turn affect what kind of rewards you might get.
And well, one of the big things in this game is that you can, well, like we are seeing, you can customize your character and your family. We'll see more about that in a while, but for now I'm going with the big grin. Yes. And a hat, because I like the hat.
Yes. Yeah, so you make your own family. We thought that was pretty core to this fantasy of having your own Renaissance family, and it's kind of the family itself that becomes influential and not just one person or one character.
Yes, I'm going all the way with my dress up.
Yes, good.
Oh, so I'm so ready to kick everyone's ass.
Yes. Perfect.
Okay, so the heart here as my symbol, it's only to trick everyone into thinking I'm not going to. So the chromatic are enemies that are plaguing this town of Neotalis.
Yes.
And we have to vanquish them. And there are these families, they work together, or kinda, in order to maintain peace and destroy this chromatic.
Yes.
The primary role of the Inquisitor family, which is your family, is to keep an eye on these monsters and make sure that they don't wreak too much havoc.
Oh my god, look at this scenery. The sceneries in this game are really attractive and you want to dive in, and for some reason we have armors. When I saw that I was like, makes no sense, I don't know, but it's amazing. Thank god I have armor.
Yes, it's again the idea of this both like Renaissance knights, but in a modern setting. And
will we be able to change the looks of our armor in the later in the game?
Yes, we do plan to have some. You'll be able to customize it a bit.
Because that's a big plot point. You need to have like a perfect armor. Believe it, I know.
Yes.
So we are in a contest right now because one of the last members of the previous family died, and all the other families are looking at the contest to see who is the new family that will pick up on that point, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's not me, guys. That's not me. I'm dead. I'm the other one next. I didn't start. I don't know if you guys are checking the chat, but everyone is loving the music because it's so cool. It works so much, the hip hop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can actually listen to the lady singing.
Yeah.
And it's this Dice Gambit has a demo available right now on Steam.
No, not yet. But we plan to have one up for the Steam Next Fest.
In January or
January or
January
February.
or early February?
Yes.
Oh, so
Early next year.
soon.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's our turn to play.
Yes.
So do you guys want to talk about the combat?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess the big thing that differentiates us, hopefully a bit from other turn-based games, is that we use dice, and each face of the dice represents a basic action you can do. So, of course, you can defend with a shield, you can attack with a sword, but you can also combine dice for unleashing more powerful abilities. And this like abilities you can learn a lot of later on. We really want the players to be able to customize their characters however they want. And of course we have the chroma, which is our
What I'm using right now?
yes, which is kind of our wild card that is a stand-in for any of the symbols, but it will have repercussions later on down the line.
Oh, that's why they are constantly saying, "Oh, you are using that. You shouldn't."
Yes.
Oh.
Precisely.
Oh, but why then? We will totally be addicts on that.
Yeah.
No, so the dice follows like a common frustration in these kinds of games is that when you have randomness, it's either all or nothing. Like when there's a certain percentage chance of actually hitting an attack, it gets very frustrating when you miss that attack. So a big reason that we use dice is because then you put the randomness first and you let the player make their own decisions based on the dice.
Yes. Yes, and I think that works really well because I'm a huge fan of tactics games, and I'm not a huge fan of dice games, but on this context, it works really well because of what you just said. You roll the dice and you look at what you have, and then you decide your best play with what you have. There's random, of course, but there's something generating, depth in the game, and you need to adapt to the situation. And there's a tactical thing on that because, well, you only got attacks, but you can't reach them, so you will have to re-roll something. So it's challenging, it's fun, it's you get the flow going, the thing you want to do it without being like, oh my god, such unluck again, like I always do on other games.
Yes, no, it's exactly, and I also think another huge not a frustration but problem we wanted to tackle was that it's very often in games and roguelikes or stuff where you have your abilities you end up doing the same thing every turn,
Yeah.
because you have your set of abilities and you have your set of orders you do them in, and it's always the same. Where when you get some dice that are different each turn, you have to like solve a small puzzle of what ways can I best
Exactly.
use my abilities this turn, and we also think that's nice. So you keep being a little bit engaged.
Yeah, and well, it makes everything different. Every combat is potentially different, so that's amazing. At least I love it when it happens that way. I love my deck buildings and my dice buildings as well. Although this isn't really a dice building, although you will have a few skills and passives that will help you with that. But well, so like you guys said, we have an attack action,
Yes.
armor action,
Yes.
movement action, and every character has a main skill that defines them, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
In our case, it's Forcing Charge, which is pretty cool. It's a displacement. No, not a displacement, but it's a movement skill with damage. Those are always amazing.
Yes.
I love them. And you also have main skills. This is one of my other main skills, right?
Yes. Yeah. So these are the skills where you combine dice. So they will be more powerful. And it's mostly, or here in the start, you would mostly find abilities where you combine 2 dice, but for more powerful abilities, you can like combine up to 5 dice. Like you basically need a Yahtzee for a very powerful ability. But of course, then it's also a bit risky if you take that, if you use one of your ability slots on such a risky ability. But it can feel very nice when you then finally get it.
Yeah, that's true. So that means that our dice pool will get bigger with time. We have started with 5 dice, I believe.
Yes.
5 dice, so we may have chances to add more die to our pool, which is also great.
Yes.
So we won this round.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you. I enjoyed it very much. And well, we've cleared all our enemies and we have reputation with the families. Do you guys want to talk about this?
Yes. So you gain reputation with the different families. Right now we are just doing a very simple start mission, so you get a bit of a reputation with everyone. But later down the line, you will choose which families, which missions you want to go on, and which families you want to have more reputation with, and that unlocks more side stories with the different characters from the different families, and more missions with them or for them.
Yeah, we will have a way of, well, farming. I'm just saying farming because there's someone in the chat who loves that word, and we will have the chance to just grow with every family and probably gain better skills or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Like we want.
Yes.
So aligning with certain families will also give you access to certain abilities in the vein of that family.
Yeah, because right at the beginning, at least it seems like some families are more towards a type of attack or defense or stuff like that. So you will benefit in leveling whichever you feel more comfortable with. I believe it's probably something like that, right?
Yes. So
we have met them.
yeah. So as if you remember at the start where you saw the different sides of the dice, each family represents a side of the dice where again the attack is for the family that will give you more offensive abilities and aggressive abilities, and defense is for the families that more about of course defense, but also like controlling the battlefield, and that's
my favorite. It's pretty straightforward. I think you can connect right away with which path do you want to try and tread first. So I think it's well done in that way. And now we met this guy that is going to be like our agent, kind of like in Hunger Games or something.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's our mascot, I guess, that will guide you.
Oh. Yeah. We are kind of amazed. He talked a lot and he just left.
Yeah.
This guy is going to help us.
Yeah,
so
Stachi loves the sound of his own voice.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like it. So the game progresses in a day base, right? Every day you get an action for your character.
Yes.
Sorry.
No problem.
And so we have to plan very well what we do with our days, right?
Yes. Yes. So this sorry, I lost my thread of thought.
It's okay. I was saying, with games like this, and especially because we are going to have a family, every day everyone gets one action, and we will have to manage our day with everyone pretty well. And so if I choose to heal myself, like the game is hinting right now, I won't be able to do another thing with this character on this day. So we have to plan accordingly, which is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So your family members are your resources in this game, and you have to spend them and allocate their time wisely.
And so, day 2 we spent on healing. It's needed. Sometimes we need. Are there healing skills on this game? I haven't crossed with any yet. Only shield.
Yeah. No. So it's that's a choice we took to not have any healing skills. For once, you could also abuse it a bit, and it will. It can skew the like the damage a lot, where it can be much more clean to not have a healing, and it also forces you to like. Sometimes you need to take a rest with your characters, and we like that there's a rotation of characters. You can't always just go with your favorite.
Yeah, that forces you to do that as well, because they go on the box for a day.
Exactly.
But, yeah, you are right on that, because with healing you can just grind the game like, okay, I'm just moving back and healing, moving back and healing,
Yes.
and now I go again on the mobs to kill them, on the monsters. And without healing you need to think what you are doing, and you can't just rush and get hit. Like, I totally didn't do that all the time, right?
Yeah. No, it's again, it brings a bit more of the like resource management to the overworld.
Yeah, and I believe that it also makes shield skills shine, because you can choose to protect yourselves, you can choose to protect others, and you can choose to protect and do damage. And with healing, probably it would get relegated like to second tier skills or something, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was definitely a great choice.
Yeah.
So now you're in the academy, and you will get a choice of skills to select for your character.
Yes.
We are going with base abilities. It's the only one we can choose at the moment.
Yes.
Yes.
We are going to study a bit. See, on the chat is someone asking if someone said farming. It's just farm reputation with families, because in time you will get better skills and for some and stickers. You guys have to totally tell me what the stickers are all about.
The stickers aren't very important early on. They're mostly to show how good you are at the academy and how good of a student. It's a golden star essentially.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get a small sticker from the teacher when you've completed a class that means that you can now do a more difficult class.
That's cute. Oh. So here I'm going to take the bouncing bombs because bouncing bombs are really fun.
Yes.
So I'm choosing bouncing bombs, but don't worry, because in time, if we don't like a skill that we chose, we can write it over, right?
Yes.
We can replace it. But for now, bouncing bombs are amazing. Believe me, trust. There's a huge variety of skills. It has been a really nice experience on that because, well, let's move with the game so we can get started on the family part, because that's a huge thing in the game, right?
Yes. So you will expand your family later on. You will marry and have children. And that is
nice.
That is the way you get more like a bigger roster, basically.
Yeah, instead of recruiting party members, you recruit kids.
Yes.
It's nice. It's a nice twist on things.
Yes, we also think it's especially when you play more, it's very nice to be able to look back at the family tree, because you can really see the stories that you've gone through with the characters in the family tree, and like, oh, this like, oh, his dad died, and but then he went on to become this hero. He revenged his dad or something. Like, you can make your own like small stories by looking at the family tree. And also think like when it is a family, you already like have some ideas and connections in your head. Is like, oh, now it's like a father-son trip, or it's the couple that are going out and fighting, which is nice.
Yeah, and you look back and you see, oh, this was a poor choice of marriage on my part. I could have totally gone with another skill.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's pretty fun.
Yes. So that's another part with the marriage and getting children, where kids will inherit abilities from the parents, and that is also a way later on in the game to make combinations of skills and abilities that might otherwise be hard to get, because maybe the like one of the parents has studied a lot in the throwing daggers academy, so they are like very expert and have an expert throwing dagger, and the other parent is like have an expert shield ability, and then the kid can get those two abilities that might otherwise be hard to get.
So kids have the chance to be really broken down the line.
Yes.
Yes.
It's amazing.
We want players to break the game.
Yeah. Yes.
That was something I read on your Steam page, and I was like, yes, finally someone that says this. Break the game.
Yes.
Go OP.
Yeah, we do like to have a bit of a challenge in the games, but we also really like to reward players that like are thinking smart with their abilities. Like if they find a combination of abilities that are really overpowered, then they should be rewarded for that and be allowed to play with that. So we generally don't like abilities that does like very little more, like I don't know, 10% more or something. We want it to be able to explode.
Oh, I can actually choose for a partner someone with good assets. Oh. Okay, I could totally choose that, but well, I'm going to with someone who knows how to fight, but assets would be great as well. You know what I mean?
Depends on the individual, what you're personally looking for.
Yes.
That's nice, and we get to choose. And I think it's really fun that the parents influence the skills of the kids. So there's also a huge depth in that system, and you need to think, you need to kind of plan or go with the flow and see where it takes you. But it's another thing that you can control. So I find it really nice. I find a nice thing to play with.
Yeah, and like sometimes you can also just you can also just get a kid that really sucks, and that happens sometimes. And then it's like that one. You aren't really sad if that kid dies, and that can also be a bit fun.
Also, there's permadeath?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So.
Oh, poor kid. I mean, you can send him on those missions like go shopping.
Yeah,
Or go do
exactly.
that. Or well, you can let it die. That's so Crusader Kings, really. That's amazing.
Yes.
And well, someone is asking, so it's game over if everyone dies?
Yes, that is game over. The game is right now. The game is very much on track linearly because it's the demo and the tutorial. But when the tutorial is over, it will be much more open. You'll have a lot to choose from. There'll be a lot of different missions, and it's made so there should be still be a lot of variety in each run. It's like kind of like XCOM is one of our inspirations. I think it's fair to say.
Nice.
You wouldn't think it at first. I think because the art style is a bit different.
Slightly.
Slightly.
Yes.
But I think at some point it definitely carries some of the same sensibilities. Where also there's a lot of different abilities, there's different choices you can make, and it should be fun to go again.
Yeah, you guys say over 200 abilities and passives available in the game.
Yes.
That's a lot of combinations. That's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
That's really good. That's really thoughtful of you.
This guy has made a very, very cool system for us. So it's very fast for us to make abilities.
So, and what we are doing right now, we are getting married.
Yes.
Oh, but we have to end the day.
Yeah, it takes some
You
time.
need to find the right bachelor.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. So, let's see who we get. Isabetta Parreira. I'm laughing at the Parreira part because one of our hosts here, it's called Parreira, so maybe it's a relative of him.
Yes.
And this is really cute. Really cool the part where the names they are very Portuguese, they are very Spanish. You guys really chose like a Mediterranean approach. I mean, you guys said that at the beginning, right? It was the Renaissance.
Yes. Yeah.
Renaissance inspiration, and it's really fun to read Portuguese names.
Yes. Well, I think we're very inspired by Italy, Spain, Portugal, and it's also, I don't know, being up in dark, cold Sweden. It's very nice to work on something that's very sunny and can take us a bit away.
Yes, that too. So now this is where we start to get serious in these marriages, because every different partner has different skills.
Yes.
As for me, I really love Amplify Defense. This is really strong. Well, 18 armor is really good. And I also like this one. And make a unit move 7 tiles towards you. This is also great to save people. So everything, or at least a lot of these skills, are strong. And you don't feel like they are not so great, at least at the beginning. But for example, I wouldn't probably choose this one, Jean, because I already have a piercing charge. But
Yes.
you... Oh, and on my last run, there was a possible wife that disliked board games. So nope, it was a no for me. So I'm talking about board games. Yeah, I'm so going with Isabetta
Yes.
Vaira, because she has everything we love in a partner.
Yes.
She does dislike cold ice cream, which for some people it's a minus.
It's okay.
It's-
Do you know when someone doesn't eat the ice cream, it's okay because there's more for you.
Yeah, that's true. When I was a kid, I used to put my ice cream in the microwave to heat it up a bit to melt it, because I preferred the melted ice cream to the cold ice cream. So I
It's
can
certainly
actually
better
yeah, I can
for your throat.
sympathize.
So
Oh,
Isn't that just milkshake?
maybe I just
Oh,
read it
yeah.
like milkshake.
yeah, actually yes. So yeah, in fact you love milkshakes.
Yeah.
I love too. So we already have a partner, and she likes board games. So life is good at the moment. We are
That's great.
going up in the rank with all the families in our path. So life's good.
Yes.
This is fun. You get to have a lot of fun with this game in choosing these minor details that will mean a lot or not in the end. But is going back to a thing we talked about. We talked about if someone dies, they die, and there was someone in the chat saying that, well, don't let mom and dad die. But is there a way to resurrect characters?
No. Again, the way you will then need to continue your family tree, right? Like, okay, the parents died, but hopefully, like, then the kid, you will get to marry them, and the story will continue. Maybe they can have a bit of a dark Batman backstory with them. Yeah. We think, of course, we like permadeath, because we think it puts a lot of stake to the game, but
Yeah.
It's also about these, again, as you said, these details that just help tell a story and help shape your relation to these characters without there really being any story that says it. But it's something you can feel yourself and think for yourself, that you start to have a feeling of who these characters are.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, and
also
you make a party all in your head on your own, and you're
Yes.
like,
You can also do coping mechanisms, right? You can have you can name your child the same name as their grandmother and like try to dress them up to be close to what they were.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's someone asking in the chat, can they die of old age?
No. So the way we this setting, again, it's like a bit futuristic. So everything is not going over like many years. The children get incubated basically as adults very fast.
Yeah.
So they won't die of old age.
They
But-
will die of poor choices. pretty
Yes.
much.
That's how it should be.
Time is finicky in Italis.
Yes.
And well, we at this part of the game, after getting married, we get 3 different missions available, and each one of them has a different context, a different thing going on. Every mission is not only about just killing monsters, it's about delivering stuff as well. Do you guys have a lot of different missions happening in the game with different things to make?
Yeah. So we've tried to have some different mission types that really also and later on in the game you can see what kind of mission type it is when you go in, and it's also to kind of make you think about different builds that could be good for the different mission types. So again, an elimination mission, it might be very good to have very offensive characters, but in this mission where you are delivering it or you are helping a delivery, it might also be better to have some movement abilities or abilities that can kind of relocate enemies on the map or like objects. I guess
it's like a lot of. We don't want to fall into the trap where everything is about killing as many enemies as quickly as possible, because then the abilities you choose kind of get one-sided, as in how much damage can I deal the quickest. So one way of dealing with this is incorporating these kinds of mission types where the objective is not to kill everything on the screen, but maybe it's to protect this little guy who wants to deliver the package, the boba tea.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fun.
Yes.
Because it's like you said, you need to project into plan to other situations. That's really nice.
Yes. Yeah. It's we think it's nice if you can have your roster of or your family that where each person are a bit better at doing different things, and you have to kind of think of who do I bring with me on this mission for this mission type.
Exactly.
And then it's like, oh, but he's in the infirmary now, so I have to substitute him for someone else, and that again can bring some management, gameplay that we think is fun.
Yeah, that's true. It adds different depth to the game, and for some reason the little truck didn't move. He needs to be incentivized to do something. I mean, we can go there and just kick him.
Yes.
You can. That works. Both positive and negative reinforcement will work on the bot.
Yes.
Well, that's one way to put it. So I'm probably going to help the bot because he's not moving. Okay, but I'm just punching this guy first, and then I'm going here. And I can fully recharge the guy, and oops, I'm going to get some armor, and then my turn. And Isabetta, she's going to kill everyone, I hope.
Yes.
Although she's not really quite good. See, this is the choices we have to make. Probably it would have been smarter to send the defense lady to the back and protect the delivery bot because she has more choices regarding attack, but well, maybe this works as well. Only on that. But we can always reroll.
Yes.
So let's see what we get. So, if you guys have had to tell everyone about this game, what would you say it's like the really special thing about this game that makes it different from every tactical turn grid based games that we know? It's amazing.
I I think it's definitely the dice combat, and we do like to kind of internally call it a dice builder because it has a lot of deck builder elements. It's just with dice instead of the cards, and I think that's one of the really strong suits of the game.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is an amazing game, and I feel like a lot of people will just wishlist it because they are really interested. At least the chat is on high alert because the game seems really great. And believe it, guys, I've been playing it for a bit, and the combat is really nice, and you get to do a lot of different stuff. And guys, unfortunately, our time passed just so fast. But we still got the chance to see people marry and see
Yes.
that mechanic, which is fun. And we need to wrap up. But well, you now have the chance to tell everyone who is watching us anything you want about this game, about yourselves. Go.
Yes. Well, I think if you want to experience getting children in the game, that you should wishlist it now on Steam. It is there, and there will be a demo at Steam Next Fest, which I think is in February. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us. And
Yes.
hello.
Thank you
chat.
so much for being here. It was really fun. You guys are really fun, and this game is really fun as well. So I guess it reflects on you guys, and I hope this game is a success because we always need more tactical games, more grid games, more nice games when they are in this context, of course. Okay, and the others as well. But thank you, guys. This was an amazing experience, and the music is lovely, and I'm pretty sure that everyone will go and listen to the trailer again to just groove with the Portuguese guitar. It was a nice choice.
Yes, do
Thank
that.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is an awesome game. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. And well, for all of you guys that are watching us right now, stay tuned because there are still a few games going on today. And thank you for being here. Thank you, guys. This was lovely. This was
Thank
really
you.
lovely.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.